with.
It certainly looks professional, but he's got pages written. I mean, it's an NIP handbook as well. Like it is an org prescribed thing, but that's what we love. We're going to be getting into this one though. Here we go. Game number 2 over on the B stream. We saw Twisted Minds get the sweep in the first, but this is the second match of Group B. It's NIP taking on Monkeys.
Right, I'm going to rush you for a prediction before anything happens.
NIP 3-2.
I'll go NIP 3-1.
Safer.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, yours is a big prediction, actually. I'm impressed with that one. Oh, Resist. Oh, he's left it for his teammate.
Perfect start for the Monkeys. This is what we love. Maybe I'll go 3-2 Monkeys after seeing this start. Resist. No, I can't. I'm obviously not changed yet. I might be getting ahead of myself, but we saw what Twisted Minds did. They scored in 17 seconds of game 1. This time it's Monkeys in 16 seconds.
Off the ceiling, Bems gets beat to it. Again, this is the danger. When you take on one of these European outsider teams, they can just catch you out. It's not a easy team to take on.
It's a good region.
Yeah. Here it is.
It's a great region, isn't it? It is a fantastic region. I mean,
I try and stay out of those conversations, but yes, it's undeniable.
They just keep showing up on the other side. South America certainly have been pretty strong so far this season. Well, I mean, this season's over, isn't it? But, I mean, for us, until Gamers8 finishes, this season is still going strong. There's Monkeys with a perfect start. Razir's the man we were looking for, perhaps in the 1v1 format, but he's really showing up in the 3s as well.
Well, for the first time, Bems finds himself on the ball, and not for the first time he finds himself dispossessed without really creating too much damage. NIP cannot allow Monkeys to stay safe on the goal line. You can already see they are not willing to really push the pace. It's something that has almost been a hallmark of almost every single Matane team. Doesn't rush. He's got the 1-goal lead. He's happy to keep it.
I feel like mundane is a hard word to use or a harsh word to use, but really
hey, mundane's great when it's winning you games and getting you extra prize money.
When you've got the lead, it is the perfect thing to do, just playing safe. And here he is again. Here's Matane, as can't quite get the second touch. Leaves a chance for NIP to get to work. Fake off the ceiling, blocked out again. I mean, they're really just setting up a camp. Monkeys in the back half.
Yeah, so far so good. Razir tries to find the bump, and you can see Motta had to dive out of the way for it. Bems again. He's the player that's been on the transition. But I feel like Bems is playing an awful lot for a challenge in the midfield that is not happening. Now they're trying to go for the demos. This is a lot better, but they're going to need more of those because Monkeys have got 2 players on the goal line, so demoing 1 is a little bit pointless.
And Matane played that so safe as well, just sitting so deep on the goal line. It's certainly just such a defensive-minded team I'm seeing already, and I feel like 1v1 players naturally are just better at playing defense, or perhaps just more defensive in general. They certainly shadow a bit more and try and give themselves space. So seeing a little bit of that so far from the Monkeys.
I know the ones players, though, don't usually camp the goal line. It's usually more a scramble defense that they like to do. They like to try and bait in a bad shot.
Yeah.
This has been outright defense. Monkeys have made it very clear what the strategy is, and they are 2 minutes away from it working out. And all they've got to do right now is just keep sending in 1 player at a time. Now they've actually got a bit aggressive here. 2 players were over, and now they've got another goal.
That's a phenomenal pitch coming out. Let's have another look at that one. It was Matane grabbing the corner boost, but Razir has found the perfect angle. Bams couldn't get the save in net either, and it was Smokes finishing it off. But Razir's twice, Shogun, has been that playmaker for the Monkeys.
And with this, you know, now you see a real win condition for Monkeys in this series. 2s and 1s, they would feel very, very happy with. But if they've got 3s going this well for them, who knows what can happen? NIP might be looking at an upset. Astro can't get it any further. NIP are trying everything they can to clear out these goalkeepers, and there's just too many of them.
Great speed. They really are adopting that counter-attack play style, but I love how deep they sit in net and just fending off this NIP offense time and time again, and that gives them a chance down the other end to grab boost, look for the demos, and set up an attack of their own. I mean, NIP, as we said, a team that He's at the World Championships and looks strong as well. Just not quite up to it at the moment. Monkeys, the perfect start. As you said, there could be 1s or 2s to follow, and I fancy them.
I mean, there's a leave on that one. Matane gets a good challenge. Now, a nice position actually here for Motta. But these positions haven't gone anywhere previously because the challenge has been so strong, but now they can try and build. Monkeys are well set up. Finding challenges on everything, and yeah, Raziz is not going to rush that ball.
Look how deep he's sitting. It's honestly perfect positioning and a perfect way to play against the NIP that's getting desperate. There's not much time left. They need to get it down the other end, but here we see again, Bams just has to go to the side. Monkey's reading everything. Smokes now just going for the slow air dribble, which is just killing time and time again. More time off the clock. Raziz waiting so deep. I mean, NIP just can't find a way through. Monkeys, the perfect start, the perfect game plan. And again, everyone on the backboard, they want to keep the clean sheet. Raziz, maybe one more for good measure as well. Ball hits the ground. Monkeys, well, they've surprised me.
That was very, very impressive, and they outright refuse to engage with NIP on a lot of occasions. NIP can be as quick as they want to be, but there's no point trying to beat your opponent to the ball when nobody else is going towards the ball. And NIP just seemed shocked by that. They kept getting there really quick, hitting the ball very hard to a defender that's just waiting for it. And yeah, incredibly impressive, and almost... I feel like Monkeys might just want to play another 3s game. They don't want to see a 2s or a 1s game.
Well, instantly NIP have said, give us the 2s. They're going to steer clear of Raziz in the 1s for now. And NIP want the 2s. It's going to be Motta and Astro. We're just waiting confirmation on who will be taken to the pitch for the Monkeys. Looks like that's just coming through now. It's going to be Raziz and Smokes. So Matane will be sitting out. Bams will be sitting out. We've got Motta and Astro taking on Raziz and Smokes.
Yeah, they have to win it. I feel like this is already now a very, very dangerous position for NIP to have found themselves in. And, you know, we brought up earlier on about, you know, coming in off Worlds. But we also need to chat very quickly about these teams that have not been involved in Worlds. When you've got teams like Monkeys who haven't had much to do since the regionals finished. And that was before Boston. That was a month before Boston. This has been their focus the entire time.
That's a long time. It's been 2 months since they've seen anything, any sort of gameplay. And, well, as we said, they've just had to prepare for this game mode, for this format, for the crew battles. And let's see if it's paid off. We know clearly the 3 somehow, whilst all the best teams in the world have been away in Boston and at the door, have improved in the 3s and looking sensational. What have they got in the 2s? Have they been playing enough ranked? Have they got their reps in? We're about to find out.
Yeah, I expect to see a very different play style here from Monkeys, but already they are happy to retreat. The passing option available. Raziz, oh, he'll be disappointed with that touch. It is on NIP here, and now Smoke's looking for the low challenge. Doesn't get it off the backboard, bumped away, and now time to retreat Raziz.
I love how Raziz plays, though. It's the long game. It's not committing too hard. He just pops it up, doesn't flip into it. And here we go again. Motta has to get to work. Counter-attack could just be in. NIP find a gap in the offense.
And maybe in a surprising way, they found it on an overcommit. Raziz tried to fake challenge. There was nothing to fake. Motta was already the passing option. So 1-0 to NIP. And no ability to time waste here, Monkeys. You've got to go for it.
I love the way the Monkeys were set up, but NIP just so quick to, I mean, just pick them apart. Raziz would have had a one-on-one, but took to the sky. And again, opting for the 50, keeping control. Wants to grab that boost as well. That's great play. Motta's got 0. He wants to leave it for Astrobic, but he doesn't want to get in there because Raziz is right here. His Smokes fires it on, but just gone a little bit wide.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a pointless hit, really. Wasn't testing much. Raziz trying to cook over on the wall. Didn't get the challenge. Just played a little bit too early. Again, Smokes does a good job. So dangerous in those positions that you might get yourself faked. That you might play for something that isn't real. Now off the demo, Smokes has got to buy his team some time. And he's wiped out. Goal for NIP.
Just absolute brutality on this attack here. Smokes has to backtrack. It was a poor first touch, but he gets cleared out. Raziz had already been demoed, tries to spawn back in time, but NIP, I mean, this series so far, Shogun, has just gone polar opposite to what I perhaps would have predicted.
I thought it was 50-50 on the twos. I thought ones that, you know, monkeys would be very strong. I thought threes would be fully on NIP, but twos is just turning into a outclassing by NIP.
That's a big miss from Raziz, just faked out by Mota. Raziz had to cover the extra touch, but perhaps didn't need to go at all. As NIP get their third on the board, there's still so much time in this game, and it is twos. We spoke about that. Elevate series, but I mean, NIP so in control at the moment. Great flip reset, however, this is next. Oh, the second touch almost came through. Mota's right there. Raziz throwing it forward, but NIP looking in control.
The monkeys, I feel like they've really struggled with the first touch. There's been so often that they've just sort of hit it. No real control. They've made it easy for NIP on the defense. Kind of the exact role reversal of what we saw in the last game, where NIP were kind of handing away the ball. And now Raziz voids the demo, and there's one back. Brilliant play from Raziz. Just snuck his way through.
Just so clever. Forced the overcommit from NIP as Mota luckily fell forward. Promise just trusted that the bump was coming through, but Raziz just so good to get out of the way. He's been dodging all his career. Coming through there, 2 goals now, half a game left, still a lot of time, and Smokes gets a chance, but you want that shot back again.
Yeah, he overthought that one. Didn't go for the power, tried to place it behind a pre-jump. Ended up not really achieving too much, but still loads of time for a 2-goal lead to maybe disappear. NIP taking their time. Mota, he was trying for this a lot in the last game, finding more success in the twos. I really like NIP's fake challenges to this point. They're doing a really solid job of convincing monkeys that there's more available than there actually has been. Now Mota, he was really up against it. Brilliant pass back.
Yeah, Raziz getting to work down the end, and Smokes just grabbing all the boost, flicks it across. Mota in so much trouble. A little 1-2-1. Monkeys. Well, I almost wrote them off here, Shogun, early on in this twos game, but they've warmed up and almost a kickoff, but it seems like a bit of a set play, and it's almost worked out. Raziz is getting demoed. Stromic's right on him. Does grab the boost. NIP can keep pressure. Smokes will want to take this because Raziz has none, and does so.
Yeah, Raziz's ability to avoid demos has kept monkeys in this game because he is on the cusp. He's on the line of being caught so many times, but we saw that that's how they got their first goal. Can they just guide them into one more mistake? Good challenge. Raziz, he's got to try and scramble to it. He did pre-jump, but he kept himself low. And Mota did very well to just sweep back across. Now Smokes has to avoid being demoed. Raziz with the ball. Oh, he's dropped that so early. Instead, had to go for the challenge. Raziz would have wanted to keep that on the hood.
So much aggression from NIP, but could come back to bite them with the counter-attack. Here's Raziz, so much boost. Oh, one over the top, but Stromic's there. Extra touch from Raziz will allow Smokes to come in, but Stromic's so fast. Smokes having to play deep. Raziz does grab 100 as well. This is the last chance. It's 30 seconds. Stromic pushing forward. Raziz again, monkeys. The demos are coming through. Everything coming through. Mota this time plays the avoidee of the bump. It works out for the counter-attack. Here it is. Mota takes it up high, then goes low. Smokes cuts rotation and helps out.
Now Raziz off the ceiling. He's got loads of time. Fakes. Oh! Raziz! That was incredible.
You are joking. Off the ceiling, face the flip, and then just pogos it. Off his wheels, gets power somehow, bottom left corner, ties it up with 11 seconds left. Someone tell him it's the first day. It's group stage. Save that for the playoffs.
There's always a player that steps up. And he was the one this time around. They might even get this in regulation. Raziz gets caught. Monkeys, after looking like they were down and out of this one, are back in it. And now we have overtime.
this could just be the storied team of the tournament. Monkey's so impressive. Raziz has been the MVP, at least to the B stream so far. What can he do again? Mota, instant challenge, NIP. They were 3 goals up, but Monkey
Smokes
just wore them down. And Stromic with a fake. Smokes lands. And Raziz, so confident. Mota, pre-jumps. He's beaten him as Stromic's there. Can he get 2 on it? Yes, he does.
Smokes off the wall. Are they going to try and see who gets this one first? Motto has to try and meet him. Raziz fakes the challenge. He's so good at keeping himself relevant to the play. And there's been a few demos. The pass across. Is that pass? Is it a shot? Well, it's achieved neither. And it might be NIP's turn.
Stromic has to dodge the demo, just forces it down. Oh, it's a huge overcommit. Stromic, open net. Oh, it's gone wide. He's bounced the pass. And Mota hasn't got the follow-up either. Monkey's staying alive. Smokes 0 boost. Just has to get anything on it as Stromic has landed it off of Mota's head there. This is absolute chaos. Raziz, just so much confidence. Goes to fake, tries to go low. Mota meets him. Monkeys, the offense is increasing. The level of play is going up.
Oh,
and
he's
a huge miss. It could be open. Mota's back.
NIP are so lucky that Mota spawned on the left-hand side. If he wasn't, that was a goal. No Astro by himself, but now you've got Raziz, who again avoids the demo.
How? How does he keep doing this time and time again? It's like he's got eyes in the back of his head. His game sound's on 350%. Smokes now. Needs a Stromic Raziz. I mean, Smoke's game is just to give Raziz space, and I don't blame him. Grab the boost, grab a demo, and get out of the way. But here's Mota down the other end. Air dribble off the ceiling. We saw Zen do something similar at the World Championships. Raziz, huge beat out. There's an overcommit, and it's open!
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Monkeys are a game off, and they have just been a step too quick.
Wow. Wow. What just happened? NIP 3-0 up. Monkeys just clawed their way back, poured their way back. And Raziz, with 11 seconds left, has pulled off probably top 5 goal of the tournament on day 1.
I mean, that's incredible. I can't tell where I stand here between that just being incredible by Monkeys and NIP kind of bottling it.
It was a big bottle job. Let's call a spade a spade. It was an enormous bottle job, and I think I mentioned it sort of with a minute 30 left, 2 minutes left. NIP, they were still 2 goals, 1 goal up. But they were still so aggressive, almost like, what's going on here? I mean, I know that typically in the past that is the South American play style, but guys, we're up a goal, it's 2s. You know, you don't want to overcommit, leave your teammate on a bit of an island. And we just saw Monkeys get, in the end, that overtime overcommit. Smoke scoring that open net shot. I mean,
I'm going to claim that that is positive tilt that just happened to NIP. They got the 3 goals up and they thought, we're better at this. Like, this is our game mode. We are outright better than you. And by the time they knew what was going on, they were already caught and beat. But I want to talk about that Pogo goal one more time. That is one of the sickest goals I've seen.
Just the power that he got as well off the tires and the placement to put a bottom corner. Everything about it was perfect. But we're back into the 3s.
And, well, we were wondering whether or not getting them away for 3s was going to be a bad thing for Monkeys. Well, now they've got 3 match points. 2 of those games will be in 3s. Although I'm kind of pulling for NIP in this game, and they have got the first goal. Reason for that, CJ, is I want to see a 1s game.
Yeah, that was an anti-caster curse from you as well. There is NIP do get their first goal in the 3s format. Game 1 was a 2-0 to the Monkeys, so certainly a bit of a reversal there early. We are seeing a lot of early kickoff goals. I know that one wasn't exactly a kickoff goal, but certainly in the first 20-25 seconds of games, and this time it's NIP's.
But yeah, after the last game, I don't know. An early goal doesn't seem to indicate all too much. What does indicate is that Monkeys can't be as defensive as they were in game number 1.
I mean, Raziz is just getting issues that defy my ability to play the game. I'm not sure how he's doing it, but He's just so locked in right now. He needs to be as well because NIP, you feel like losing that first threes game. Well, a little bit of a whiff there coming through, but you'd think that they'd be locked in now, Shogun.
Yeah, Raziz is the ace player on this team. He is the one that will be a part of all 5 games if they are needed. So the fact that he is also currently the best player on the field is a pretty solid thing for you.
It's certainly what you want your star player to be playing like a star player. And as I said, his touches are so good, like just so good. Can he get one more through? Here it is, almost dunking it through. Matane throws himself. NIP having to defend for now. Stromic with a nice clear, but Smokes is right there and does get a huge reset. Motta's in trouble. He's awkward off the side post. Raziz throws himself. Motta recovering. Matane shot on as Stromic just puts his controller down because we got 1-1.
I've never seen a car rooted to the ground. Astro refused to move, refused to jump. He knew he was beaten. Monkeys won. NIP won. And Monkeys are a team that have been thriving with momentum.
I mean, Stromic just, it looked like he was confused between the accelerator and the brake for 5 or 6 seconds there. And it's a little bit out of position front post, but gets a chance to redeem himself here. Smokes, awkward touch. Matane has to go, does well. There's boost for him to collect. And the ball to collect as well. The whiff might help out because Raziz is beaten. The demo's coming through. Bems is there. Monkeys, they want one more. They want to get the lead. It just does die down this offense. Stromic, it's a good touch, a huge bump. But Monkeys, so many players on the backboard at all times, living up to their name. They're just climbing around the walls.
Again, no challenge early. They will try and bump a car, but Monkeys refuse to jump. I think that's the big thing. Like, they want to stay as grounded as they can be in defense and only jump if they absolutely have to. That's a bit of a dangerous touch in Raziz. We know he can hit the target, and he also knows how to miss the target, and he had to that time around. Oh, is that just... NIP? Where are you?
What? Hang on. What just happened? Matane has fired this double jump.
How have we managed to go this entire replay, and I've only seen one NIP car?
I'm still not too sure how that was open. I know there was a demo, but I mean, fired from the other end of the pitch. It wasn't the most powerful thing we've ever seen, but a little advantageous. An opportunistic shot there coming through from Monkeys, and again, gaining the lead, potentially 3-0ing NIP. This would be, I want to say a massive upset, but in the style that they've done,
3-0 is a massive upset.
It's crazy.
A 3-0 in the 2 game modes that I think we both agree we were expecting to be the troublesome ones. Ones, you know, we were expecting Monkeys would have probably an advantage with Raziz. They don't even need ones at this rate.
I mean, having that in the back pocket, though, has to give so much confidence to Monkeys, knowing they've almost got a free hit now, and Smokes is playing like it. He doesn't have any boost coming off that flip.
Oh,
the demos.
Me. Raziz, there's no way.
Just cannot get demoed. What is happening? They do get a goal eventually. Raziz dodges everything, but Stromic, from the pass off Bems, gets the equalizer.
We finally found where Raziz's limit is. NIP back into this game. They've looked good in bursts, but NIP need to get rid of the little mistakes. Need to not give up a freebie because Monkeys do not seem to feel the pressure. They've taken everything handed their way. Raziz is already up. All right, a little bit too confident. And now off the demos, it Smokes, jumps early, and the bump. So Raziz gets one bump, and that gets rid of the pressure.
Yeah, would have liked to see the shot straight on net. I'm not sure if the dribble play was the one there. It was open momentarily as now it's open down the other end. Bems has to jump at it. He's missed that by a mile as Stromic then meets him in the air. I mean, NIP, they tie it up, but it looks so shaky in the process. It's a great pre-jump from Motta, however. Raziz, again, just every touch turning to gold. Great beat out. Smokes redirect. Oh, it's trouble for Bems. Matane's there as well. He's got to go off the backboard to himself. 1, 2, 3. More trouble for NIP. Counter-attack maybe, actually. Wowee. NIP just keeping it in there. 12 seconds left. We'll probably have overtime. Monkeys could have scored.
Not been critical, but NIP defensively were fantastic right there. To get 2 saves in a row on very difficult to read plays. They have kept themselves in this one, and now they need to get this next goal.
Here we go. Overtime, Monkeys, a chance at sweeping NIP in a massive result. 3s and 2s could be theirs. Astromic goes high, air dribble. This is it, Raziz. Saves his team once again. So fast, throws it up. Astromic in trouble, gets the read. Raziz everywhere. Matane wants a slice as well. This Monkey's pushing forward. Matane's off the ceiling. Is this a lot in Season 3? What is happening? But I'm sorry,
CJ. The angle of the century only happens once per century.
I want to see it twice. I want to see it one more time.
That completely invalidates the call at that point.
The angle we see a couple of times a century, but not quite there. Raziz again. Much boost, but almost an easy free beat out there. Smokes goes high. Stromy jumps as well. NIP's defense holding on, but it is awkward. And Raziz is just dancing around everyone. Can the bump come through? No, Astromic does well. And a huge beat. It should be open. No, we've got one back. It's Raziz. He has to dodge every single bump, but every time he steps up to the occasion.
Right, that was just a complete misplay, though, from NIP. The idea was correct, but the touch to set up the bumps was so heavy. They just give them away. Now, off the backboard, there's going to be no follow-up that's quick enough. NIP are kind of wasting good positions here.
Smokes with 0 boost as well, but he gets away with it. Matane off the ceiling, pops one more, should I say, over the top. Bams gets beaten out. Monkeys are just working the ball around. Huge touch from Astromic, lunging at it. Every touch from NIP met with pressure from Monkeys, however. Here's Matane again, just flailing around, but the offense, it's just increasing with every touch. Monkeys, the confidence growing with every touch.
NIP again doing a great job of meeting all of these challenges, but the boost game is now incredibly important. Motto's the only one with anything too much. Be up to them to get the ball over to him. Bam's good win. No follow-up. They're actually onto the blind side here of NIP. Challenge missed. Matane sets up. And that's in. Monkeys sweep NIP.
They've done it in 3s and 2s. Not even the 1v1s had to be a factor in this best of 5. Monkeys with the best possible start. The team that so many pinned as a potential dark horse due to the format, due to the crew battles nature.